Hello, have you ever laid in bed, staring at the ceiling for hours on end, eyes wide open? The clock strikes 1 a.m., then 2 a.m., but you still can't fall asleep. Every time you turn over, your legs hurt, your mind is filled with random thoughts. You wake up exhausted, don't want to get out of bed, feel sluggish all day, have poor memory, and even get irritable for no reason? If this happens to you regularly, you're not alone. A recent survey by the National Sleep Foundation found that more than 68% of people over 60 have persistent sleep problems, and nearly 30% of them have to use sleeping pills regularly to get some shut-eye. But neurologist Dr. Rachel Simmons, a sleep specialist in California, warns sleeping pills are not a safe long-term solution for older adults. They increase the risk of falls, confusion, and even strokes in the sleep. So what should the elderly do to sleep easily without medication? The answer comes from people who live long lives. They are living proof that you can sleep well, naturally, and still be alert and healthy even after the age of 90. No drugs, no complicated techniques, but they make many doctors surprised 10 secrets to sleep easily shared by people who live to be over 90 years old. 1. Go to bed and wake up on time, even on weekends. Mr. Robert shared that he goes to bed at 9:30 p.m. and wakes up at 6 a.m. every day, including Sundays. When I was young, I went to bed late and woke up late on weekends. But since I turned 70, I have kept a fixed schedule. And since then, I have never needed sleeping pills. According to a study by Harvard University, older adults who have a regular sleep and wake schedule every day tend to sleep more deeply, have more REM sleep, and have fewer nightmares. Dr. Rachel explains, the human body has a biological clock called the circadian rhythm. If you wake it up at the same time every day, it will automatically put you to sleep at a familiar time. 2. Turn off the TV and electronic devices at least 1 hour before bed. Helen shared, I used to watch the evening news and couldn't sleep because of anxiety. Now I turn off the TV at 8 o'clock, read paper books instead of looking at the screen. Sleep is much easier. Research from the Mayo Clinic confirms blue light from TV screens, phones and tablets inhibits melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep. Not to mention, negative content from the news can increase anxiety levels, causing your brain to wake up. A survey of 1,500 people over 65 in California found that those who did not use electronic devices in the hour before bed slept 43% better than those who watched TV or used their phones. 3. Light exercise after dinner, not too strenuous. You don't need to exercise like an athlete. A 15 to 20-minute walk after dinner or some light stretching can help you fall asleep easier. James said that he always walks around the block at 7 p.m. It helps me digest well, clears my mind, and makes me sleepy at 9. According to the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, light exercise in the evening helps reduce cortisol and increase natural melatonin levels, supporting spontaneous sleep. Note, avoid strenuous exercise too close to bedtime, as adrenaline and increased heart rate can cause insomnia in the opposite direction. 4. Keep your bedroom quiet, cool, and completely dark. No one can sleep well if they are disturbed by bright lights, noise, or stuffy air. People who live to be over 90 have one thing in common. They consider their bedroom a sleep sanctuary. Linda shared, I pull the curtains so no outside light can get in. I use a soft white noise machine to block out the noise. And I set the air conditioner to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Sleep specialist Dr. Michael Young said, the ideal temperature for sleep is between 65 degrees Fahrenheit and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Both light and small noises can disrupt the deep sleep cycle of older adults. 5. Drink a relaxing soft drink before bed. Not coffee, not wine, but light herbal teas like chamomile or peppermint. 9 p.m. Edward says, I drink a warm cup of chamomile tea at 8:30 p.m. It relaxes me, calms me down, and my eyes close by 10 p.m. Chamomile tea contains apigenin, an antioxidant that activates GABA receptors in the brain, calming the nerves. Research from the University of Pennsylvania shows that older people who drink chamomile tea every night sleep more deeply and wake up less often. Note: avoid teas that contain caffeine or juices that contain sugar. 6. Take a warm bath 1 to 2 hours before bed. Margaret says that every night, about an hour before going to bed, she usually takes a warm bath for about 10 minutes. I feel like my body has cooled down after getting out of the shower. That's when my eyes start to close. It may seem strange, but science explains it. When you take a warm bath, your body temperature rises and then drops rapidly when you leave the bathroom, which signals your body to produce melatonin and trigger its natural sleep mechanism. According to a study from the University of Texas Medical Branch, taking a warm bath 1 to 2 hours before bed can help older adults fall asleep 36% faster and increase their total deep sleep time by 50 minutes. 7. Keep a worry journal and close it. Have you ever tossed and turned because your mind keeps replaying your worries to DOS, family, or health? George has a simple trick. I write down everything that worries me before bed. Then I fold the paper, put it in a drawer, and close it, literally and figuratively. Writing down your worries helps your brain transfer information from your mind to paper, reducing internal pressure and preventing mental replay. A study by Baylor University found that writing down a to-do list or a worry list for 5 minutes before bed helped older adults fall asleep an average of 9 minutes faster and wake up less often during the night. 8. Breathing according to the 4-7-8 method, a technique of American doctors. Dr. Andrew Weil, a professor at the University of Arizona and a renowned expert in the field of integrative medicine, introduced the 4-7-8 breathing method as a natural way to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, helping to put you in a state of deep relaxation. How to do it? Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 7 seconds. Exhale through your mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat 4 times. Shirley shared, I only need to breathe like that 3 times, and my eyes will start to droop. I don't even remember when I fell asleep. This method helps slow down the heart rate, lower blood pressure, and calm the nerves. Especially useful for the elderly who often have anxiety or have trouble sleeping due to anxiety. 9. Don't eat anything after 7 p.m., except for a tryptophan-rich snack. Many people who live to be over 90 years old have something in common. They do and eat late at night. Frank said, I used to snack at night, cookies, sweet milk. But then I slept fitfully and woke up in the middle of the night thirsty. Now I stop eating after 7 p.m., only occasionally eating a little pumpkin seeds or yogurt. Eating dinner late makes your stomach work when you want to sleep, causing a feeling of fullness, heartburn, or even waking up in the middle of the night. If you're mildly hungry, have a snack containing tryptophan, an amino acid that helps produce serotonin and melatonin. Some good options: pumpkin seeds, walnuts, plain yogurt, banana slices. Research from Columbia University shows that older people who eat a light, low-sugar, tryptophan-rich dinner have better sleep quality and fewer nightmares. 10. Don't toss and turn. Get up when you can't sleep. A common mistake is to stay in bed for hours when you can't sleep, which causes your brain to associate the bed with feelings of frustration or anxiety. Donna, 90 years old, Colorado, has a very practical rule. If I'm not asleep after 20 minutes, I get out of bed. I go into another room, read a paper book in dim light, or listen to soft music. When I feel sleepy, I go back to bed. The American Sleep Association recommends that older adults only lie in bed when they're really sleepy, to maintain a positive association between bed and sleep. Don't use your phone. Don't turn on the lights. Choose only gentle activities that don't stimulate the brain. So we have discovered 10 important secrets to help the elderly sleep well without medication, which are: go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Avoid electronic devices at least 1 hour before bed. Do light exercise in the evening. Optimize your bedroom. Cool, dark, and quiet. Drink light herbal tea before bed. Take a warm bath 1 hour before bed. Write down your worries and put them away. Breathe using the 4-7-8 method. Don't eat after 7 p.m. except for a light meal rich in tryptophan. Don't lie awake. Get out of bed if you can't sleep. So without sleeping pills, without modern technology, people who live over 90 years old have proven that good sleep can come from simple things, but consistent. In the next section, we will delve deeper into the potential risks of sleeping pill abuse in the elderly, and why natural sleep is the real anti-aging medicine that increases longevity. Why people over 90 don't like taking sleeping pills. The facts that surprise many people. Have you ever thought, I just need a pill to fall asleep. I'll sleep well tomorrow, and then think about it? This saying is very familiar, especially to the elderly. But the more worrying question is, if you need a sleeping pill today, will you need a higher dose tomorrow? And when will you be unable to sleep without it? A recent survey by the University of Michigan shows that more than 34% of Americans over 60 use sleeping pills at least 2 to 3 times a week. Of these, nearly 20% used it for more than 6 months, while medical guidelines recommend using it for less than 4 weeks. Most sleeping pills don't address the root cause, says neurologist Dr. Linda Harper. They're like a temporary off switch, but the price is memory loss, increased risk of falls, and reduced longevity. So people who live past 90 are very careful. They avoid sleeping pills as long as possible and prioritize natural remedies. Here are some real and well-researched consequences that many people don't know about. 1. Causes confusion and short-term memory loss. According to a study by the Journal of the American Geriatric Society, people who take benzodiazepines are 1.8 times more likely to develop short-term memory loss, confusion, and difficulty concentrating after age 60. Sarah shared, I used sleeping pills for a short time after losing my husband. After just a few weeks, I started forgetting what I had for lunch. I was really scared and quit taking it right away. 2. Increased risk of falling at night, leading to hip fracture. A report from the CDC shows that people over 65 who take sleeping pills have a 44% higher risk of falling at night than those who do not. The drugs slow reflexes, reduce spatial awareness, and cause dizziness, making going to the bathroom in the middle of the night or turning over in bed dangerous. Mr. Thomas recounted, I once fell and broke my hip after waking up in the middle of the night after taking sleeping pills. That was the lesson that made me quit smoking forever. 3. Dependence and increasing dose over time. Many people start with a low dose, but after a few weeks, the drug is no longer as effective as before. They start to increase the dose, which can easily lead to addiction without realizing it. Dr. Linda Harper warns, the body of older people metabolizes drugs more slowly, but it is still easy to form dependence. Regular use of sleeping pills every night makes the brain no longer able to regulate melatonin and serotonin. From there, you almost lose the ability to sleep naturally. 4. Causes sleep apnea and irregular heartbeat. Some sleeping pills, especially the group of central nervous system depressants, can disrupt breathing while sleeping. In the elderly with underlying diseases such as high blood pressure, diabetes, heart failure, this increases the risk of stroke at night. Research from the University of California shows elderly people who use sleeping pills every night have a 2 times higher risk of heart rhythm disorders or sleep apnea, both of which are related to sudden death while sleeping. Why do long-lived people avoid sleeping pills? Eleanor, 95 years old, Maine, shares frankly, I once saw a doctor say, "If you need medication to sleep, you are digging a grave for your own health." I heard that, and from then on I decided to learn how to sleep naturally. People who live long lives do not try to force themselves to sleep. They create a living environment that is suitable for sleep, adjust their biological rhythms, and accept that natural sleep is a journey, not a button. Neurologist Dr. Rachel Simmons concluded, "We see that people over 90 who sleep well without medication all have the same things in common: regular habits, stable mind, gentle exercise, and the ability to let go of stress." So what if you're already taking sleeping pills? No one is saying you have to stop taking them immediately, especially if you've been taking them for a long time. But you can definitely start to gradually reduce the dosage under the supervision of a doctor. Steps that experts recommend seniors take to switch from sleeping pills to sleeping naturally. Consult your doctor to plan a gradual tapering. Incorporate natural methods as mentioned in the beginning of the video. Keep a sleep diary to track your progress. Do not take additional medications without a prescription. Stay consistent for at least 3 to 4 weeks to see noticeable results. Walter recounts his transition. "It took me 6 weeks to completely quit smoking. The first few days were difficult. But then I realized that natural sleep makes me feel more alert and refreshed than any pill." Good sleep, the longevity pill that seniors often ignore. Have you ever heard the saying, "Eating in moderation and getting enough sleep are 2 secrets to longevity"? But did you know that deep sleep can prevent strokes, Alzheimer's, and heart failure? And that people over 90 who sleep well not only have fewer illnesses, but also live decades longer than their sleep-deprived peers? According to a report from Harvard Medical School, sleep is more than just a time to rest. It's a time when the body restores, regenerates, and repairs every organ, from the brain to the blood vessels, from the immune system to the musculoskeletal system. Neurologist Dr. Charles Dawson shares, "Every hour you sleep deeply, after the age of 60, your brain is cleared of toxins, your heart is relieved of pressure, and your immune cells are regenerated." Good sleep is truly a precious medicine that helps people live long and healthy lives. 1. Sleep helps prevent Alzheimer's and memory loss. One of the most important discoveries in the past 10 years. When you sleep, your brain secretes cerebrospinal fluid to help remove beta-amyloid plaques, a factor that causes Alzheimer's. Research from Stanford University shows that people over 60 who sleep less than 6 hours a night are more than twice as likely to develop Alzheimer's within 10 years as those who get enough sleep. Mrs. Dorothy shares her secret. "I always prioritize sleep over everything. My friends are gradually becoming confused, but I still read the newspaper, garden, and remember every birthday of my grandchildren." 2. Get enough sleep to stabilize blood pressure and protect the heart. Every night, when you sleep deeply, your heart rate and blood pressure drop to an ideal level, which is the rest your heart needs after a day of pumping blood continuously. A 10-year study by the American Heart Institute showed that older people who have high-quality sleep have a 35% lower risk of heart attack and stroke compared to people who regularly have insomnia or sleep intermittently. Cardiologist Dr. Andrew Miller shared, "We see a very clear trend. The deeper the sleep, the lower the risk of high blood pressure. Patients in their 80s who still maintain stable sleep almost do not need to take cardiovascular drugs." 3. Good sleep boosts immunity and helps fight inflammation. Did you know that when you sleep, your body produces cytokines, a protein that helps fight bacteria and viruses? If you have persistent sleep deprivation, your cytokine levels decrease, your immune system weakens, and you are more susceptible to colds, infections, and even cancer. A study by the University of Pittsburgh found that people over 65 who get at least 7 hours of sleep a night have a 41% lower risk of respiratory infections than those who sleep less than 5 hours. Mr. Harvey sighed, I have never had the flu in the past 10 years. I do nothing special, just sleep every night, eat green vegetables, and walk every day. 4. Good sleep helps restore muscles, joints, and skin. Do you notice that after a night of sleep deprivation, your body feels tired, your joints hurt more, your skin is wrinkled and lacks vitality? That's because during deep sleep, the body secretes growth hormone, which plays an important role in regenerating muscle tissue, repairing cartilage and bones, maintaining skin elasticity. People with chronic insomnia have a biological aging rate 20 to 30% faster than people of the same age who have quality sleep, according to a report by the World Sleep Health Organization. Mrs. Louise still maintains a rosy skin and walks flexibly. I don't use any cosmetics. My secret is to get enough sleep and avoid stress. 5. Deep sleep helps stabilize blood sugar and prevent type 2 diabetes. Prolonged insomnia makes the body resistant to insulin, leading to high blood sugar and increasing the risk of diabetes. A study from the University of Chicago shows that older people who sleep less than 6 hours a night for a long time have a 48% higher risk of type 2 diabetes. Endocrinologist Dr. Emily Chun explains, poor sleep causes the hormone cortisol to increase, thereby making blood sugar unstable. Even if you eat a healthy diet, if you often have insomnia, you are still at risk of diabetes. 6. Stable sleep helps reduce anxiety and depression in the elderly. After the age of 60, many people experience major changes: retirement, loss of loved ones, children and grandchildren moving away. Mood is prone to decline, and sleep is an important psychological protective factor. According to a national survey from the American Institute of Mental Health, older people who sleep regularly and deeply every night have a 55% lower rate of depression than those with sleep disorders. Mr. Daniel said, I used to feel sad after my wife passed away, but I reminded myself, if I don't sleep enough, I will be weak, and I can't enjoy living with my grandchildren. From then on, I rebuilt my regular sleeping habits, and my mood improved significantly. Why do long-lived people always prioritize natural sleep? They don't just want to live long. They want to live healthy and clear-minded. Grace said, I don't pray for sleep. I prepare for it by living a regular life, eating lightly, not worrying about tomorrow, and putting myself to sleep as a gift. Dr. Rachel Simmons emphasized, older people don't need a lot of medicine. What they need is a good night's sleep every night. That's the source of strength, memory, and longevity. If you've tried many ways and still have trouble sleeping, don't be discouraged. No one changes their habits overnight. But if you apply it step by step, correctly, for 7 days, your body will begin to adapt and sleep will naturally return. Hundreds of seniors have done this, from those who used to depend on sleeping pills to those who have suffered from chronic insomnia for many years. And the great thing is that you can start today too. 7-day plan. We estimate natural sleep for people over 60. Day 1. Set a regular sleep and wake time. Choose a reasonable bedtime and a regular wake time. Set an alarm, even on weekends. Don't nap for more than 30 minutes during the day. Goal: teach your body a new biological clock. Day 2. Cut screen time before bed. Turn off TV, phone, computer before 8:30 p.m. Instead, read a paper book, listen to soft music, or meditate. Goal: reduce blue light, increase natural melatonin. Day 3. Create an ideal sleep environment. Clean up your bedroom. Thick curtains, dim night light, temperature approximately 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Use a white noise machine if you live near a noisy road. Goal: turn your bedroom into a sleep-only zone. Day 4. Start light exercise in the evening. Take a 15-minute walk after dinner, or try some light stretching before bed. Goal: relax your body. Prepare for deep sleep. Day 5. Chamomile tea plus warm bath. Drink a cup of chamomile tea at 8:30 p.m. Then, take a warm bath for about 10 minutes at 9 p.m. Goal: support melatonin, reduce muscle tension, calm your body. Day 6. Keep a journal plus 478 breathing. Before bed, write down 3 things that worry you. Then, do 4 cycles of 478 breathing. Goal: clear your mind. Activate your relaxation nervous system. Day 7. Keep your routine. Check your sleep. Evaluate. Are you falling asleep faster? Waking up less in the middle of the night? If you're still having trouble sleeping, try tweaking things. Cut back on caffeine. Do some light yoga. Goal: personalize your plan to fit your circadian rhythm. There's no magic pill that can replace a deep, natural, regular night's sleep. People who live to be 90 or older understand that. They don't fight sleep with pills. They prepare for it to come easily. And you can do it too. No prescriptions, no hopelessness. Just start with 7 days. You don't need a lot of sleep. You need quality sleep. If you find this plan useful, please share the video with your relatives over 60, parents, aunts, uncles, friends. And if you are trying this 7-day plan, please comment below your journey. We will accompany and support you every night.